GGRC.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of GGRC. I'm RC, and joining me tonight, as usual, is Sushi the cat. Always gets irritated whenever I wake him up from a gaming sleep. But regardless, tonight we're checking out Yoku's Island Express. I believe that's how you say his name here. Now, this game has been out for a few weeks now. It's a game I've been excited for a while. It was actually supposed to come out last year sometime. I believe I think I've had this pre-ordered since last summer. I think that's when it was supposed to come out, and it never did. But it actually came out a couple weeks ago on digital, but it only just now came out this week physically. And, you know, I'm a much bigger fan of getting these tiny little cartridges here, you know, so I waited a few weeks to play the game just so I can get the physical edition, and here it is. And guys, I played a few hours of this game last night. I want to say, let's say between the 2 and 3 hour range of this, and I adore this game. Everything from top to bottom in it is just, it's not only clever, it's not only cute, it's fun, it's just all around the board. For me, perfect game. The inclusion of pinball just makes it that much sweeter because my wife and I are big pinball fans. So here, let's actually jump into the game here so you guys can check it out. And let's see here. Yep, we're gonna go to continue. So yeah, you can see I'm at 37%. I played this last night, so already getting almost 40% into the game. I mean, you can tell that I'm digging it, that's for sure. So in Yoku's Island Express, you play as this little bug, this little beetle. I believe that's his name is Yoku. I think that's the case. But basically you have the option of kind of moving him around here. He pushes this little white ball around. This is sort of what keeps him anchored to the island. And then you use these bumpers here that are colored different colors. You have an orange and a blue one, and they bump you around the island. So if I hit this blue one right here, that will bump me up here, right? If I hit this orange one over here, that'll bump me up this way. So you might be thinking, while we're looking at it, you're like, okay, yeah, like it's got minor pinball stuff going on. But no. No, you get thrown into literal pinball areas, which we'll take a look at here. But before we do that, we're actually going to get one of our collectibles here. You see this little sprout guy here? I forget the names of these guys, but you actually get them out of the ground and collect them. And we can go into our stash here, and you can see how many we've got so far. So we've got 2. They're called wickerlings. That's what they're called. So when you collect 10 wickerlings, so far I've collected 20, you can actually light these torches. And when you light the torches, you uncover this weird secret area, like a light pops open, and there's like this big egg that these guys are protecting. I don't know. It goes deep. This game does. It goes very, very deep. You can actually get a nice little close-up of Yoku here pushing the ball. But regardless, there's a lot of collectibles in this game. It's basically kind of a Metroidvania with pinball controls. So I'm having a ball with it, as I've already said. No pun intended here. But let's talk to this character. This is Jamja. You made it. Guess you're made of sturdier stuff than what we had you figured for. We've got a problem, though. The space monks have been getting awfully protective of their work lately. They don't like people stopping by, so they've closed off the path to the Peak Monastery. But I've already got a plan for it. If we all pitch in, we'll have our own path to the Peak Monastery in no time. You go find one of those dry seed pods we saw below. Yoku, grab a bucket and fill it with some fresh spring water from the hot springs over to the right. And Tio, you have to find me some guano. Ugh. Alright, let's move out, everyone. We've got a lot of work to do. So all the characters in this game, and you can see they're going to give us an objective here. So we got to go all the way to the right, and get the fresh spring water over here. But as you can see, that's part of your map. Here's our bucket. Let's grab the bucket here so we have it. So we got the bucket, let's get it filled ASAP. But if we hit the X button, you can see, wow, we have this huge map of stuff to discover. Some stuff we've been able to get to pretty easily. Some stuff we haven't been able to. If we hit Y here, you can see how big the world actually is. Now, as I've said, I mean, this is 40% in. This is almost halfway. But you can see all the different things that I still have left to do. This game, I guess it touts as being like a 6 or 7, 8 hour game, somewhere in that at, you know, that range there. But I mean, if you're in this to collect everything and get you know, find the big secret at the end with the egg, whatever that's supposed to be, you're in this for the long haul. Looks like you're probably put in a good 10 hours, maybe more, you know, to find everything. But we have a couple objectives coming up here that we're going to actually check out here in a second. So, let's see. We actually have 158 fruit. So the main thing that you collect in this game is fruit. So actually what we want to do is we want to go up here, and you'll see that we have one other thing we got to collect here. And this thing, it's called a beeline. We have to fill this with 100 fruit to actually unlock it. And what this does is it gets us around the island quicker. So this would be my second beeline that I have unlocked. If we go back to the map, you could see that we have unlocked this orange beeline that's over here. And I thought this was actually a really clever thing that they installed. They put these literal beelines along here to show you where they'll take you. So you can see that this blue one, if I want to get quickly back up to the top of this mountain or somewhere else along the way on the mountain, I can actually use the blue beeline to get all the way to the top. It's kind of like reading, you know, the metro map for, you know, the train in certain areas, you know, like DC, Boston, New York, whatever. It's like reading the map lines here, which I think is really, really cool. So you can see that there are easier ways to get to different areas. You don't have to pinball your way up to everywhere. That is if you get, you know, tired of the pinball thing, which I haven't yet. But what's cool, yeah, you just jump into the beeline, and you just keep shooting yourself around the way here. But we're actually going to go back to where we were, because we have more to accomplish over here. Okay. Now this flower actually is one of the abilities we had to unlock here. This flower, if you keep holding down the bumper button as you go up near it, you throw this thing that you captured into it, it grabs it, and then you can find yourself up to new ledges and stuff like that. So ledges you couldn't previously get up to before, or things that you couldn't swing yourself up to before, you can now do that. Again, very quirky, very strange all the time throughout this game, which I absolutely love. I love when games get quirky, I love when they're strange, but they also are still really fun to play. Let's see here. What is this? Looks like we have a friend to talk to. Oh, this willow guy. So this is a guy that we're actually planting mushrooms for because he's doing some kind of scientific experiment. So he's identified some kind of chunk that we got to get, but it's stuck in the ice, so we have to get that out of there. So we got to try to knock that thing loose. He believes in me. Go get it. So we can try to go get it. So he's going to point up to where we got to go. And we want to make sure we talk to all these characters that we go by here, because a lot of them are going to give us clues as to what we have to do in the area. Okay. So that's not super helpful at the moment, but depending on if we can unlock this thing here. Okay, so we can unlock this paddle. So certain paddles are unlocked with fruit too. And you collect the fruit as you go out throughout different parts of the area. If you put mail into mailboxes, you deliver packages, and then if you go through different pinball areas too. So let's unlock this. Let's get up here. There we go. So we gotta hit this thing a few times to break it open for this guy. So let's get this one done. There we go. We broke it open. There it is. Woo. Let's get ourselves back over here. Threw us all the way over there. And it broke away into the ice here. Now, the thing is I don't think that I have unlocked the ability to actually go through water yet, which does look like something that I need to unlock in different areas of the game, not just here. That didn't go as planned, I'm afraid. I don't do tricks involving water, so you're going to have to dive in and get the chunk. So, unfortunately, we cannot dive in and get the chunk. We have unlocked some other things, though, like, for example, this here. This bauble is overflowing with red paint. That is actually something we could take back to the main area. We can actually color our ball so we can have a red ball instead of the white one. So we will do that at some point. But you get weird stuff like this too, like this, what's it, Scavator? This rainbow creature lays eggs that appear in bubbles, bringing good fortune to those who pop them. Very strange. Basically the good fortune is just giving you an absolute ton of fruit, but it's pretty funny. Alright, so let's keep on moving here. These little flowers here, when you go through them, those are your quick save points. We do not have enough fruit for that yet. We've been spending like crazy, so we're going to have to find a way to get 80 more to unlock that. And let's see, where are we at? So get fresh spring water from the source. So we got to get fresh spring water from this thing here. So that means we need to go find a way to collect some more fruit. There we go. So there was actually something hidden under there that we could use. You have this little party favor that you could use, and the party favor will dislodge certain things that are, you know, hidden. It'll also do different things when the horn of the mountain sounds, the Ancient One weeps. Okay. So we gotta find the horn of the mountain, I guess, wherever that's at. But yeah, you can dislodge stuff. You can actually scare enemies with it. It's actually pretty fun to use, though I'm sure it probably annoys a bunch of people as well. Oh, didn't mean to trigger her. But if no one else is hanging out with you, it's fun to use. And I love that it's a party favor too. Alright, so we need to go and we need to collect 80 fruit here. Okay, she's back down there for some odd reason. You can see in that crystal up there, there's a ton of fruit. Let's go talk to her and see what she's got for us. Not much. I don't think I can cross that lava yet. There we go, up this way. And you can see there's another little wickerling right there above me, but I can't quite get over to him yet. I'm gonna have to figure out how to get up there. So there's a bunch of fruit. Let's grab that thing. Whoop. That'll poop us out there. We actually want to try to hit that. We're going to try to hit that ball that's up there in the middle. That'll kick out a slug that we can use to break open that area. But it doesn't seem to want to let me do it. But we should be able to collect some more fruit here too if we can get through the right... Oh no. One more time here. There it is. So that'll block off that area there. So we gotta get back up here. There we go. So we got a slug. So we gotta collect these slugs, at least one of them. And there we go. We got him. So now we gotta use the blue flipper to hit this rock that's in the way. There we go. And now we can pop up through. So there you go. There was some more traditional pinball stuff for you there. And there we can explode that and get some more fruit. You can also get some fruit there, which is really nice. And you gotta time that just right, because otherwise you are not gonna quite get it. There we go. There's one crack. And there we go. There's a bunch of pineapples, which is exactly what we needed. Which brings us up to 61. Not quite 80, but it's something. Oh, and we're falling back down. So you will deal with that sometimes too. Sometimes you'll make your way up to like somewhere pretty high up, and you'll get bumped the wrong way, and you will fall all the way down to another part of the game. Which is why those beelines are really going to come in handy for me at some point here. There we go. We broke those open. We got some more pineapple. That brings us to 81. So let's make our way back over to the thing to collect some tears. Whoops. And it actually looks like we're going to have to help the other characters too, because we're actually trying to make our way up here. There we go. Nope, nope, get up there. There we go. Can I not bust through here? I guess not. But you can see that character's waiting for me to help them with something in there, and the other bigger character was down over that way waiting for me as well. So I'm not really sure what I can do to get over that lava, but we'll find out in a moment here. Whoops, wrong way. We actually climb back up where we were with her? Let's find out. Yes, we can. Okay, so we'll collect that. You got the dry sea pod. Okay, so we got one part done. Some kind of owl cap person. I don't know who she is exactly. There was a treasure chest there, though. We're gonna have to remember that. All right, so we got all the fruit. Let's go unlock that little area over here. Now, I'm not gonna lie either. There have been times too where I've gotten pretty I wouldn't say really frustrated, but I've gotten pretty frustrated with some of the pinball mechanics because it is still pinball. You know, if you're trying to get your character up to a certain area and you can't quite reach it, that gets a little frustrating. But those times have been very few and far between. I can definitely say that. Let's look through this telescope. So looking through the telescope will give us a better idea of what we're supposed to do here. So we're going to have to use these flowers to actually fling us up to the horn, blow the horn, and then the thing will cry and we can get the water. But yeah, it's still pinball. So if you've ever played real pinball before and you've ever been frustrated by real pinball, then, you know, this is going to be kind of the same thing. You know, it's not going to change. But one thing I will say, too, is, like, as far as pinball goes... Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. That one almost threw me all the way off. Don't want that. It definitely feels very authentic to real pinball, I will say. Did not quite get there. I know a lot of people have, you know, their preferences with pinball when it comes to video games, and they'll say, like, it's just never felt right. And I can't disagree. Like, a lot of games don't feel right. I feel like Pinball Effects has always felt pretty good. And Yoku's Island Express here, for me, is pretty close. There we go, we made it. Alright, so here's one of the other things you're going to get to do here, too. This is actually a very light, small one here. But you'll get these little doors that you need to open with a key, right? So all you could do is, like, just keep trying to knock the key... Oh, nope. We don't want to go that way. You want to spin it quick enough so that way you collect these key pieces and it opens the door. So boom, now we can actually head up. Now we can blow the horn. Did he just fart into it? I think he may have just farted into it. Because his mouth was totally not on the horn. It's just really funny. Okay, let's see here. There we go. We got the bucket. We got the dry seed. And now... we have to head back, and I think we have to help out that other guy as well. So we gotta try to make our way up to him. And... let's see, is there an easy way to get over to him? It looks like we could... okay, yeah, he's up there, so we can boost ourselves up there to where the B line is at, and we'll be okay, and we can get in there. So we should be able to get this one done pretty easily. You got the fresh spring water? Great, but there's still stuff to do. See, if the others need help, we won't get anywhere until we've got some guano, fresh spring water, and dry seed pod. Okay. So we've already got the dry seed pod. Boom, there's our next objective. Let's get some guano. Let's get some bat dung. What do you guys say? We're into that, right? Bat dung? It's what all the kids are talking about. There's a wickerling there, too, so there must be a way to fling yourself up there and get that guy. So we're going to have to... or at some point, I'm going to have to collect that guy. I came here to get some guano, but this stuff just ain't fresh enough. I'll figure it out, though. Just need a couple of minutes. Okay, well, we'll see what happens. Alright, so we had to hit that windmill so that way we could actually fling ourselves up there. Hopefully that will stay open for us. I haven't had any trouble with that in the past with this game. Never had any problem with, you know, things staying open for me. Oh, we almost got up there. Oh, not quite there. No! And we're gonna fall down again. But that's okay. The good thing about this game is that it's really good with unlocking shortcuts, so if you do find yourself falling down a lot of times, you're gonna be able to get yourself up, which is good. Alright, so now we can get up into this area. And here we go. We're going into, like, an authentic pinball area here. There's all kinds of fruit. You also have this little creature that you can collect while you're there. He unlocks early in the game, but he works as a bumper in the middle there, just in case you're having a really hard time keeping him in the game. One of the questions I had immediately when I was playing this game was, you know, what happens when you go down through the middle? You know, there's no lives in this, so what happens? What actually ends up happening is that you lose fruit. You won't lose a lot of fruit. The penalty is more annoying than it is punishing, I would say. Yeah, I think at the most I've lost maybe 4 or 5 fruit. Most of the time it's like 2 or 3. But it can be annoying if you have just enough fruit. Oh, there we go. He went right down the middle there. It can be annoying if you have just enough fruit, though, you know. Oh! Like earlier we had 81 and we needed 80 fruit. There's that weird creature there. There we go. We went through the middle. But here we can collect a bunch of this stuff here. This will bring our totals back up. There's another key thing there. Oh, we actually need to do that there. There we go. Keep busting there. Almost broken. So, yeah, the way you'll actually get fruit in this is you will see that there's, like, your normal pinball stuff. You know, there's lanes to light up. There's little items to light up. And when you light all of them up, you'll see a bunch of fruit just show up out of nowhere, which is really nice if you need to, you know, keep collecting those to get something. There we go. We're up. Okay, we're in. All right, where do we gotta go? We need the dung. Oh, I see. Okay, so there's a little way to go in there. There we go. We're in. So we're gonna scare the crap out of this bat. You ready? There it is. We'll just keep making it poop. You guys okay with that? We can just keep making it poop. I don't know how much of this we need. But look, the pile just below it just keeps getting bigger. At least it did anyway. Alright, so we can collect the dung. He's like, oh, you just scooped it up, huh? Seems like you got the guano situation under control, so I'll head back to camp. I'll see you there, he says. Well, we got some fresh bat dung, so that's good. Alright, here we go. Go ahead and put the stuff in the earth. Let's plant the beanstalk. Where do we want to plant that? Oop. I want to see the map. Plant it there. Okay. Obviously, the bald spot. Seed, water, poop, boom. For any of those who are interested in making their own garden. There you go. As long as you add enough poop and water, you'll have a full garden this, you know, that same afternoon. I can't believe that worked. Let's get climbing. Okay. So, now we gotta start climbing. Get in there. Oh. No, that's not going to quite make it. So mastering this swing sometimes can be a little... Get in there. There we go. We're in. And I don't think we made it. Damn. I'll get these swings, though. I really will. Okay. Okay, that's good. Okay, we're still going good here. Alright, this is okay. We're up here, so we have this thing now. But we have a bunch of fruit to collect there. I kind of want to get at that. Oh, and I dropped all the way to the bottom again. So these are the little moments here. If you're not patient with pinball and, you know, the way things are working and everything, these are the parts that you'll probably get a little bit frustrated in. Because you can kind of see where you want to go. But, you know, unless you're really watching your control, it can be really challenging. But the more you do it, the more you're going to get used to it, you know? That's just how it goes. There we go. There we go. That's where I wanted to go. No, don't fall off. Thank you. Okay, so there's a save. Okay, so now we can bump up here. Perfect. Okay, we're in. We're almost to the top. Oh, and then we'll be able to mail some letters, too, if we make this. Let's hope we make it. Now I'm all tense, because I'm like, I gotta make this. There we go. Perfect throw. We climb to the top. Let's stuff some mail in here and get some more fruit. Boom. Grab these. Alright, up there, dude. There we go. We made it to the top. I don't know what I was expecting, but Now that I'm here, it's just not what I was looking for. That's sad. Imagine climbing the mountain and just going like, yeah, whatever. Amazing, the space monks are real. I must see the inside of their craft. Let's go inside. There's something to fall into here. What is in here? Another character. Hey, what are you doing down here? I can do whatever I want. Stop that, don't touch anything. Okay, he won't let me do that until we get him out of there, it looks like. So yeah, what you got here is, there's actually, instead of just bumpers, there's actually things that will open up and reveal passages for you to go, which is kind of cool. And there's a little peg here that I'm actually running into, which is what he's telling me not to hit. And I don't know what that switch is going to do once we get him out of there, but we're going to find out, hopefully soon enough. So the space monks are like these crazy frog guys, it looks like. Oh, and we got like King Frog up here to talk to. So I guess we gotta talk to him. Welcome to our compound. I am Boone, leader of the Space Monks, and this is my spaceship. A letter for me? Nim says they're in dire need. Cannot be helped. Got a tight launch window. We won't get another for years. The ship engine keeps failing. There's something blocking the exhaust in the tunnels below. Go down to the engine room, talk to my engineer, see what the problem is. I'll consider heading down with you after we've launched. So you can see pretty much everything you do is a quest that leads to another quest that leads to another quest. It's a domino effect in this game. It's always like you'll be doing one thing and then it'll lead to the next thing, which leads to the next thing, which leads to the next thing. It's pretty cool, and it's actually cleverly designed. It feels like everything you're doing has a reason for why you're doing it. The whole thing that you're trying to do is you're actually trying to get these leaders down to the main area, so that way they can all be there to like help some ancient god that's down there. It's just really crazy. When you're making science, you can be afraid of breaking a few eggs. Long ago, when the order resided in Morrow Hill, I had a mate who couldn't see that. When we moved up to the Ivory Peaks, I was forced to leave my mate behind, but it was all in the name of science, so it's okay. That's funny. Bunch of fruit. I will take it all, thank you. Alright. So he said there's something below that is blocking... Now, did he actually give us... Don't think he did. Okay, so here's this guy. This guy now has a quest for us. I'm gonna need you to head into the tunnels below and see if you can unclog it from here. Okay, we could do that. So we're gonna go discover this whole new area down here in the mountain, which is cool. So I think what we're gonna do here is I want to show you guys a little bit more of this game, like some of a different area basically, because there are a lot of different cool looking areas in this game. We're basically just looking at the mountain stuff right now, right? So I want to go down and check out the jungle. Maybe we'll check out the desert area. I just want to show you how beautiful this game is, because it's one thing we haven't talked about yet, is I absolutely love the art style in this game, and it's just a beautiful looking game. It's definitely one of those worlds I just really enjoy playing in because of how cool it looks. It's like you're playing in a beautiful looking cartoon the whole time you're here. So, alright, let's take the beeline all the way back to where we need to be. Shoot this way. And here we are. So it looks like there's going to be 3 beelines altogether. So we've unlocked this one before, and we just unlocked this one, which is great. So where we're headed now, this is the main area, the main hub area where you actually can collect mail. As of right now, I have 2 more packages to deliver. So on this table, you can actually swap out which one you want to deliver. So if we want to deliver the pink one, you know, it shows up in your pack here. And then you can go to the map, and you can see where you got to deliver the pink one. You can see it's way... Let's move over here. It's way over here. So there's actually probably a way to get over there as of right now. Maybe, I don't know. There could be a way. I'm not completely sure. But that's the stuff that you got to find out in this game. You know, it's just how it works. We actually had this blue one to buy, or to deliver rather, and that one was located over here in the middle of the air. Yeah, right here. So I really thought that there was going to be a way for me to get onto the B line and just shoot me right up there, but I'm not so sure, you know. This is, again, going to have to just be something that I figure out. But again, part of the fun of the game, and I'm really enjoying myself here. This toucan bird dude here is sort of like, he's Lemon the Postal Pair. He's kind of like the guy who is urging you to sort of, you know, go out of your way and to, you know, deliver all these packages and everything else, which is pretty cool. So he's telling you here, like, overdue packages, whatever else, you know. Let's see here. Alright, there we go. Something weird with the video there, but I think we fixed it here. But moving on with Yoku here. This is actually the first character that we saved. And I shouldn't say saved. We've convinced him over here to help us with this. He was actually from the desert area that's over here. So what you're doing is you're trying to get these 3 different characters here to help with this, like, elder god tree guy person. I don't really know the exact story, but apparently he's been marked with some mark called, like, Mark of the God Slayer or something like that. And this is him here. And they have to show up to, like, I would assume it's to uncurse him, but I'm not completely sure on that. But it's got a real wild story for being what looks to be like a children's game, you know what I mean? Let's actually take this down. Now you see we're in a very rainy area here. And if we cross this bridge over here, there's another big character to check out too. This is a guy that we've actually already done a quest for. And here he is here. So he's been marked in some way too, so we've had to help him. Dipperloaf, just in case anybody was keeping score on names or whatever. That is his name. But regardless, like, he had all these eggs for different creatures all over his branches and everything, and something came by and smashed all the eggs. We found one lone egg to deliver to him, so that made him happy. So every character in this has, like, some sort of crazy motivation and something they want to do. Let's see here. Let's see if we can go check out the desert area here so you guys can see a little bit more of the art that's in this game. Because I absolutely love, as I've stated a couple times already, love the art style in this. It's so pretty. Alright, we're back up top here. And there's just secrets all over the place, too. If you're a fan of finding secrets and finding secret passageways and treasure chests and all that kind of thing, like, this is a game you're going to love, too. As far as I know, this game is on Switch and Steam. I think it's coming to the other consoles, too, but I'm not quite sure. But I do know for sure it's on Switch and Steam, so Switch and PC players out there, if you are interested in checking this out, I fully recommend it as of right now, because I am having an absolute blast with it. Great characters, great look, great unique game, pretty much in all aspects, like, just really cool. So yeah, this is the desert area. These little guys would not let me in, so I actually had to find, like, a backdoor way. And then I had to... See, here's another area that we got to swim down and find a treasure chest. So once we get the ability to swim, we have a bunch of secrets to unlock there. But once we found a back way in, and then we saved their leader, who is now over at the postal office there trying to help out, they then will let you in. And we can look through the telescope again here. There we go. Took a little bit to load that one for some odd reason, but you get the grand scope of this game from there, which is really cool. But yeah, I mean, that is Yoku's Island Express. It's a game that really caught me off guard with how good it was going to be. I thought it would be cute, I thought it would be entertaining, but this game is really convincing me to already be, you know, Game of the Year material for me, to be quite honest, because not only is it, like, unique and fun, but it's good looking, and, you know, I can't say enough positive things about it here. We're gonna get a treasure chest though before we leave. There we go. Here's a lot of fruit we could put towards something good. And I think that's a good way to go out with collecting an absolute ton of fruit. So there you go, everybody. Thank you for watching, and you know, like I said, this is definitely one of those games that I think you need to check out if you are a fan of platformers, if you are a fan of you know, any kind of game where you are doing unique quests. Metroidvanias, if you're a fan of that, this is definitely a game that you're going to want to check out because it's so unique in this genre, you know, and it's a genre that's been, you know, it's existed for so long and it needs more unique stuff, needs more unique games in the genre, you know, to kind of liven it up and spice it up. And this is it. This is the injection this genre needed. But regardless, everybody, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time on GGRC. GG, everybody.
GGRC.